What's up, guys? Giancarlo Bodoni here for another video. Here today with my friend and student Ty. Okay, and today, guys, I want to show you guys the easiest takedown, in my opinion, for BJJ. Okay, so a lot of times when we talk about takedowns in BJJ, it's kind of a subject that you either do it or you don't do it. Some people, they don't train takedowns at all. Other people are very into takedowns and they focus a lot on takedowns that go into the legs, or if you're a gi competitor, maybe some judo style throws. Today I'm going to show you guys a takedown that doesn't require any level change, doesn't require any sort of explosive turning movement. Okay, so it's a very simple and easy takedown that can work for anybody, any size, of any skill level. Okay, and so before we go into the technique, guys, make sure that if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what videos you guys want to see next, and let's get into it. So takedown we're going to see right now, guys, is going to be from a front headlock position. Okay, so we're going to get to the front headlock. Any situation where I get my training partner's head lower than mine and I'm able to start controlling him here with a front headlock. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the scoring criteria for takedowns in jiu-jitsu. Okay, if I'm able to take this guy down to the floor and keep him on a knee for 3 seconds, I'm gonna score 2 points for a takedown. It doesn't matter what takedown you hit, all takedowns are gonna score 2 points. So it doesn't matter if I hit him with a double leg, doesn't matter if I hit him with a big throw, okay, or if I hit him with a simple snap down, go behind, I'm gonna score the same amount of points. So rather than focusing a lot on takedowns that require a lot of level changing, a lot of explosiveness, okay, that require a lot of skill, this is a very easy takedown that you can learn right away. Okay, it's very simple to utilize. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna put a post on our training partner's shoulder. Okay, we're gonna start off by matching head levels. Okay, I don't want to be too high up initially because I don't want to give him an easy entry into my legs. So as we're in our stance over here, my lead hand's gonna stay nice and low, and my rear hand's gonna come in, and I'm gonna do a thumb post right over here on my training partner's collarbone. Okay, once I gauge this distance and I get my post, my second hand comes on as a collar tie, and we tie up right over here, keeping a heavy elbow. And now from here we're locked in. Okay, as my training partner goes to grip up on me in any way here, he keeps hands on me. I'm gonna bring my hand to the inside here, and I'm gonna look to start snapping him down. Okay, so I initially like to get a little bit of a push into my training partner. Okay, so that way when I get that push back, I'm gonna be able to get his head lower than mine. Okay, so a couple things, guys, with this snap down, we want to make sure that our elbow is in and nice and heavy over here. Reason being is that I want to use my forearm just in case he tries to level change and get a shot on me. Okay, I want to be able to use my forearm, that if he goes into my legs over here, I have my forearm and I can move back, down block, sprawl, whatever I have to do. Okay, so my forearm serves as a barrier over here that I can frame on my training partner's shoulder. As we're tied up over here, here, head to head. Now from here, guys, I give my training partner a little bit of a push. Okay, give him a little bit of a push with that forearm. Okay, I'm pushing into him, and once I push into him a little, I snap him down as I move back. Okay, once I snap him down, guys, my hand goes right over, grabs the chin, and my shoulder's right over the head. So I snap him right here. My shoulder gets right over his neck over here. Okay, my second hand, guys, I'm gonna come to the tricep. Okay, so I have a chin strap on one side and I have his tricep on the other, and I'm actively pulling this tricep back over here. Okay, I want to make sure that my weight is on his head. So my weight's in my shoulder and it's over top of his head. Okay, now from this position, guys, how am I going to drag him to the ground? Okay, all I'm going to do is, as I'm pulling this tricep towards me, I'm opening him up. I'm going to drop to my knee as I circle in the direction away from his tricep. Okay, so I'm pulling the tricep, I circle and drop to a knee, and that brings him down to his knees. So again, that initial movement, we're in our stance. I keep a hand down here, always making sure that I have my barrier. We match head levels. Okay, and I have this hand here ready to down block. Okay, my rear hand will come in as a post. So I keep my elbows in, I post on my training partner, and I make that initial contact with him. Okay, once I make that initial contact, my second hand comes on as a collar tie, and we tie up over here. As I get on the inside, okay, we can do this from a couple different binds. I like to use an inside bind over here and a collar tie, okay? As I'm here temple to temple, I give him a push. I give him a push, okay? I want to get that action reaction, okay? Push and pull. So I give him a little push with this collar tie, boom. And now from here, after I give him that push, I snap the head down, and that gives me a better reaction from the snap, okay? If I go initially from the collar tie and I just try to pull, I feel a lot of resistance from him, okay? So rather than just straight pulling, we're tied up over here, we're locking in, I'm giving him a push and a pull, okay? Now as I pull, guys, and I snap him down, I don't want to be stationary with my feet because I'll pull him straight into my legs. I don't want to pull him straight into my legs, so I want to move as I snap. We're here, I push and I pull, and I move away. Bring that hand over, bring that arm over, shoulder comes over the neck here, okay? Once I get my shoulder over his neck, guys, my second hand is right here on the tricep, and I'm pulling this tricep. I'm opening this arm up, okay? And I have weight on his head. Now, as I circle to the direction opposite of his arm, okay? So his arm, I'm holding his arm over here on my right side. I circle to my left. And the most important thing, guys, is that I keep this chin strapped and I keep my shoulder over top of the head, okay? As I'm pulling his chin and I'm pulling the triceps. So I'm pulling, almost like I want to pop his head off, like his head was a cork on a bottle. I want to pop that cork off. So I'm pulling this head and I'm pulling this tricep and I'm here, okay? I circle in the direction away from his arm, opposite his arm, and I drop to my knee. Okay, once I do that, guys, notice that, just circle a little bit. Notice that from here, his hand is still up, okay? So I'm gonna give him a secondary pull to get him to his elbows and knees. Same thing, I circle away from this arm and I'm pulling this tricep here. And I bring him to his elbows and knees. Now, once I get here, guys, I don't stay on my knee, I keep weight on him. So, we move back a little. I'm keeping weight on him here, and I'm keeping this chin, and I'm pulling this tricep still. Once I pull the tricep, my knee goes right behind his tricep, and we hit a go behind, and we control our opponent over here at the hips. Once I'm behind his elbows, and I hold him on at least one knee for 3 seconds, we're gonna score 2 points, okay, for a takedown. So you guys can see that there was relatively very little movement on my part, okay? It wasn't like this big setup that I had to fake a bunch, snap, level change, and then penetrate and shoot. There's nothing wrong with those kind of shots, but the whole idea with this video is that I want to show you guys the easiest takedown that you guys can learn right away for BJJ, okay? So why is this such a good takedown for BJJ? One, it requires little to no energy and athleticism on your part, okay? A simple action reaction that gets our training partner's head lower than ours to get us in a position where we can get to our front headlock, okay? It requires, it creates neck exposure where there's guillotine danger for him, where I can start looking for guillotines, okay, from that front headlock position. And we get a lot of back exposure because we're moving around to our training partner's back. So we have an opportunity to score back points as well and get to a dominant position right off the takedown. Rather than taking our opponent down, scoring 2 points, and not having to pass his guard, we're already in a position where we're ready to be almost on his back in the dominant position, okay? So there's a lot of benefits to this takedown. Let's run through it one more time over here. The way I like to set this up, guys, okay, from the opposite side here now, is, again, this hand's always low, protecting in case I ever need to hit a down block or hit a sprawl. He's gonna run straight into this arm over here, okay? My rear hand will post. Once I make that initial contact on him here, my second hand comes on as a collar tie and we tie up. Okay, as we tie up here, I want to give him a little push, okay? I'm pushing into him. My forearm is right in front of his shoulder. My elbow's down and in, and I'm pushing into him initially, okay? I want the snap, but I'm going to push into him first. As I push into him, I push him back, When I go to snap him down, I move back. And I can get him pretty low over here, and we cover. Okay? As soon as we cover, my hand goes to the chin, other hand goes right to the tricep, and we're pulling this tricep. We're circling away from the tricep and dropping to a knee. If he stays up on his hands, we pull him again, down to the elbow. Okay? Now once I get over here, guys, I'll turn the other way. Oh, this side. Once I get over here, guys, I have the chin. I'm not gonna be right here on my two knees. I have to put weight on him. I'm opening this, I'm dropping my knee behind it, I'm pivoting on that same knee as this arm comes over, and now from here, we're in a turtle position, and we can start coming behind our opponent and scoring our points. Okay, from here we have the opportunity to start taking back points as well, and we have the potential to score a sequence that lands us on his back with relatively no athleticism and not a lot of effort. So hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope that this can help you guys. I think it's a very simple and easy takedown, has a lot of benefits and crossover to BJJ. And like I said, this scores us 2 points just as easy or even easier than any other takedown that we would have to maybe work a little bit harder for. So make sure you like this video, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your guys' favorite takedown is. If you guys have any recommendations on videos that you guys want to see, leave that in the comments as well. Okay, feel free to reach out to me. And check out my links below for my instructionals on BJJ Fanatics. And last but not least, guys, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.